Welcome over to ChessWhiz TV episode 517, I think. Today, whoa, I'm so discombobulated. You're going to have to forgive me because this kind of episode is one of those ones where I reach up and adjust my microphone because I'm just not kind of in the... Anyway, let's play third rank king chess. The names are getting as bad as the introductions. I named this because I made it up. Third rank king chess says you have to get your king to the third rank while playing chess. Let's just do it. I don't know what else we do in this show except play chess. So let's just play chess. I mean, that's okay. Standard real time. Rated sounds good. No, we'll play with a friend. Yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Let's just do the right thing. Whew. Calm down. I can no longer function on camera, but that's okay. Paste. Log into Twitch. Oh no, I'm in incognito mode over here. Can you see this? It says go to display settings and I can't type. What I'll do is I'll copy this URL and I'll duplicate this tab and then I will paste it there. Now we have Twitch chat somewhere that I am logged in. And then we'll copy this again. Okay, so I'm sorting out the technical difficulties and I'll put that right there. Okay, so now anyone watching live can click that link. And we got Heroku. So let's thank him very much. Thanks for saving the show. It hasn't even started and you've already saved it. It's kind of like not having an abortion. So Heroku, we're going to play this chess variant where, and now I've realized I forgot the next part of the introduction. We need rules. Okay, he needs rules too. You see how it says rules there? Hopefully you do. I don't have any monitors working. So there we go. Now you can see him saying rules. Let's get some rules. You can actually view the rules by... I can view the rules. There's a special website I like to go to with all the rules. ChessWhiz has the rules on this secret page. It's called Third Rank King Chess. Okay, so I got the rules from this secret web page. Hopefully you didn't see me go there. So let's put the rules right in here now. Let's also put them in Notepad. So I've recombobulated and I'm ready for chess. How does the stream look? Oh, very streamy. Okay, by your fifth move, your king must arrive on its third rank. It can no longer use your first two ranks. I have to keep saying your, which is pretty... I mean, it makes me sound stupid, but at least I'm not hiding anything. So I say your because the sixth rank is your third rank when you're black. So that's just how it is when you're black. I know it's really weird when you're black. Actually, I don't know what it's like when you're black. So I have 5 moves to get my king to the third rank. And I am going to choose like over here out of the way a little bit. So let's see what I could do. Oh, he's already attacking me. 2. So that's my second move. I think I'll put my king here. 3. This is fun already. I have barely even played chess and I'm already having fun. So yeah, we have 2 more moves to arrive there. And once the king arrives, it can no longer use these first 2 ranks. So I'm pretty much just going to get checkmated here. Let's play the pawn up because this is kind of a weak square. If he were to like, you know, push his pawn while defended by the bishop, I could really run out. Oh, so now I have to advance. Okay, so this isn't great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 moves, the king has arrived. My obligations have now been met. It is time to win. I think this is going to be such a powerful attack that I don't even need to worry about my own king. Because look at this guy's king. Oh, man. Okay. So now how do we checkmate him? Like maybe knight here or here. And the knight can't really get to white squares very easily because it moves to 1. Did you ever notice that every time you move a knight, it goes to a different color? Look. White square, black square, white square, black square. It's a different color every time. So you have to move to white now. It's going to be really hard to get to another white. It takes 2 more moves. So now that we've observed that, let's win. I have an idea for winning. It is queen like this. That's actually checkmate. So this is my idea right now. Hey, let's go to the chat. Since I've got the chat in two screens here, let's go for the one that covers the chessboard. Let's close this one. Do people exist? Well, I don't know what exist really means. That's such a good question. I'm befuddled by it. You can add 1 or ones. You can add 1 or ones on third rank or so. That's a statement of viability, and I can't even parse it. Let's see. If I were to play here, would it threaten a win? No. He's doing this so that he can get his queen out more quickly. Maybe queen. I think this is fine. Now my queen can come out more quickly too. Can come right to this square and then this square. So I kind of like this. All right. The attack is going to be very fierce, very quick here because the king can't go back. Like a lot of positions where your king is forward, it's like, well, it's forward, but at least I can, hide it back in here, like push the pawn and then get back in where it was. But in this chess variant, your king is permanently stupid. So this is going to be just a quick checkmate. I am really looking forward to the checkmate so we can play the next game, which is going to be just as fun as this one. In other words, really fun. Do people exist is such a bad question that it's actually kind of a good question because you can't know for sure. I mean, you just have your own ideas about people. They might be wrong. Okay. I don't know about that move. I don't know about that move. He did avoid the checkmate. I was going to checkmate him and I wasn't quite able to. Okay. This is now very scary for him. Okay, let's do it. Check. And then I need to just checkmate him. We're really close here. We're really close to checkmating him. How's the stream look? Remarkably good considering we can't see anything. We're really close to checkmating him. How do we checkmate him? This doesn't work. C4. I can't capture anything en passant with a bishop, but I could. So that would kind of, he'd be protecting himself there. So some other kind of check. Do I just have to take a free knight? What a lame finish. Like, oh, ChessWhiz wins with knights for free. It's like boring. Why would I watch that? Here, this is good. They're both good squares. But especially this one, because he can never drive it away with pawns. He has no pawns that could ever drive it away. I think I already said that. Now I'm offering a trade of queens because I've won an extra knight. And I think earlier on there I got another piece just for fun. So in total I'm now had 2 pieces. So this should do the trick. The winning trick. Oh, that might have been pretty stupid actually. I've just opened up this file. Pawns don't move diagonally very much. But when they do, you kind of regret it. Maybe I'll give up. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll lose the bishop. Good strat, ChessWhiz. Because it's, you know how it is. Let's block that pawn. Yikes. I'm making a sequence of bad moves. But if I saved the bishop, then this check would have been even more brutal. So let's just lose the bishop. I didn't anticipate that, so. He's coming in here, getting himself checkmated. Apparently, like, checkmating yourself is a new thing you can do. So that's what he's going for now. Seems like seems like auto checkmate, like self checkmate. Auto means self, as in autobiography or auto defenestration, which by the way is throwing oneself out a window. Good game. So that was very surprising ending. Like he's just like, well, I don't know. I was checking myself. I actually think he was really close to beating me here. So here he's attacking my bishop. If I save the bishop like this, then he checks me. I move my king over, and then he pushed this pawn. I actually think he could have pushed it in this position where he took the bishop. If he had pushed, I have a very hard time dealing with this check. Very, very hard time because my king can't move backwards. So I'm actually kind of, it's actually checkmate, right? So it's a hard problem. Very hard. In fact, I have a hard time thinking of harder things than that problem. So I'll just say GGG, which stands for, wow, it won't even let me do that. So it looks like we have a challenger here. So I'm going to play, whoa, that's a 1-minute atomic game. So we're not going to play that right now. We're going to play the school chess variant. We are king 3rd rank chess. It's called 3rd rank king chess. We're going to play it again. We're going to ignore the word bye. Let's do it. If you're watching live, you have a chance to play with me. I'm going to throw a link in the chat. All you have to do is click that link. Thank you, Heroku, for demonstrating a very interesting game 1 there. Mango Town has taken a stab at answering the question, do people exist? He says, brains exist. People exist only as constructs of what other brains guess are their representations of what is this guy's been watching too many philosophy videos on YouTube. What other brains guess are the representations of what is being interpreted by brains from their senses. And then the guy's like, hi, that's a great response. Like if anyone ever says this to you, you should probably just say hi. Well, where's the rules? Oh, they're in this game. Oh, Notepad. I love that game. Okay, Kumbaka, you must do this crazy thing with your king. Are you ready? He's not ready. He just wants to play with ChessWhiz. Sorry, man. If you want to play with ChessWhiz, you have to, by your fifth move, your king must arrive. He is not talking. So I'll send him a bunch of dots with a comma mixed in. This could be like Hunt the Comma. It's kind of a fun game. If you've never played that, then you've saved some time because it's a waste of time to play it. I'm not going to play with you, Kumbaka. You have to agree to these rules because I don't want to risk that. I'm not a risk taker. I'm more of a play it safe kind of guy. So let's put this link in the chat also. So we'll put two in. The second one is the one that works. I had to max out my volume for it to sound normal. It says Luke Super C. That's scary. Let's turn myself up. No, my volume's already pretty good. Okay, I'm turning myself a little bit up. Oh, ChessWhiz, that's too loud. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay. We'll see how this is. Maybe it's better. I don't like shouting, so let's try this instead. Okay, we have a game against Mitja52. Apparently he's never played chess before. Oh, he's played a rabbit chess and bullet chess. He's just never played whatever this is, fire chess, okay? So he's new at this. It's interesting he came up with the move e4. It's a pretty good move in fire chess. Maybe it's also good in rabbit. Maybe that's why he played it. Okay, it can't go back. That's right. And let's also send him a drooling face. Those are exclamation marks. There we go. I get confused between exclamation marks and other symbols since I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, so where are we going to put the king? On the king side, of course. We're going to put it right here. Let's put it on the queen side, guys. Let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, here we go. I decided on one square so as not to cause too much trouble. But we're going to try to show up right here. We're going to make a space for it, and then A6 is a very, very important move. Okay, he's also being an idiot, so that's really helpful. Because if I was the only one doing this, he would just come out and destroy me right away. Oh, he's going to the 4th rank. That's pretty far, dude. I'll just trust that he's a dude. Impressive. Okay, so now we're going to just protect the square a little bit. And a very good opening. Okay, so now we can just focus on checkmating him. Apparently, he's going kingside in front of pawns. Now, the reason I spent a couple of moments at the start of the game is because it's very bad to be in front of your own pawns when you're a king. I don't know if you've ever been a king in front of your own pawns before, but I was recently in one of my past lives. So that's why I'm so aware of the danger. We're going to protect our own rook. This might sound like something simple, but it's actually just, oh man, whoa, never mind. I just got checkmated. That was cool. So apparently check. I have to go here and then checkmate. Wow, Mitja52 just beat me in fire chess, and he took my rating points. He's gained 501 rating points, so he's now a 2001. So I definitely want to play him now, see if I can steal some of those rating points away from him. So this time we're going to go kingside. We're not going to make the mistake. Wait a minute, did he fall through? Yeah, he definitely did. He got to the 4th rank. I want to make sure my opponent's playing by the rules too. Wow, that was cool. Definitely intrigued by the possibilities here. 2. That's my second move. Now I have to focus on the last 3. See, the 5 moves is interesting. I could check 3, 4, 5. But I think I'd rather get there sooner. Once again, I'm going to try to put my king behind the pawns. Maybe this is a bad idea. Okay. But I'm going to try to do it. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. So my next move has to be one of these. Oh, you know what that means? That means he can just take my queen. Oh, man. He can play that. And then I have to just do something stupid. Oh, he's so smart. Man. These opponents who are Mitja52, they are smart. But I'm pretty much checkmating him. That's the plus side. That's the nice thing about this chess position. Pretty much have a checkmate here. I just have to check him. Seems like this might do the trick. Right, like I could just check him like this. Looks pretty powerful. I was gonna b3 and bishop over. Wow, this guy is not scared. He's trying to bring his queen in, maybe. So let's play c4. Protects the pawn, and it allows for more shenanigans against him here. I feel like my king position's better, so if I could just keep up the momentum, maybe I'm winning. I don't have a queen, right? So that's a somewhat of a downside. Let's check the chat. What people say I'm winning. Yeah, look at this face. This is the winning face right here. Like, whoa, ChessWhiz winning. I'm so amazed. So I'm pretty much winning. I'm only down by one queen. I just have to checkmate him, which means I have to check him. So this would be check. Wait, would that be checkmate? I'm pretty much checkmating him. Look at this, because the bishop is, oh, never mind. I didn't even see that. Oh, I guess I could have taken this way. Oh, well, how did I not see a bishop moving diagonally? That's one of my great weaknesses. I don't see bishops moving diagonally. Like, I'm a pretty good chess player. Like, I make good chess moves and stuff, but I do have one weakness. Bishops moving diagonally. They're my biggest weakness. What do you think your biggest weakness is in chess? ChessWhiz? Like, is it like checkmating or something? No. It's bishops moving diagonally for sure. I just don't see them. That's pretty big weakness, I would say. At this point, I feel pretty confident that I'm losing badly. Like, very, very confident. But let's just play a few more moves. It's not going to take long with the kings out here. That didn't take long, did it? Okay, GG. Let's play again, Mitcha52. Looks like you're now rated 44,000. So I would love to play with you and steal a couple 100,000 of those rating points. This is going to be different from the other games because in this game, I realized the importance of getting the king out first so that you don't, on your fifth move, get forced into something. So I'm just going to play king g6. Then I can... Oh, I have to play this. Okay. Then I can focus on him. 3, 4. He has one more optional move. I definitely put some time into thinking about this fifth, right? Because it could say by your third move, and then you'd just have to, do it in 3 moves, which means you don't have any time for harassment. But I figured by giving a little extra space, it really opens up the possibility of the opening. You can also try this with 3 moves. 1, 2, 3. I'll just play here. And now we both have to move our kings out. Try it with 3 moves. If I know there's a few of you out there, about 0, who try the variants on ChessWhiz TV. So you guys should try it with 3. I can use guys because the plural of 0 is guys. And just instead of by 5. You can let me know in the comments which one's actually better if you ever do that. That'd be great. I would like to hear. Our variant next week is going to be even stupider than this. Like, a couple 100 years ago, we played idiot king chess, where the king was just like advancing forward and couldn't stop. So we're going to play idiot king diagonal, where it has to go this way or this way. The king is going to be way stupider than this. Like, it seems to be my fetish to make the king particularly stupid. So, I don't know. Just go with it, right? I mean, when you discover what your fetish is, what you do, like stop enjoying that? Stop enjoying idiot king? No, you should make it even more idiotic. That's basically my modus operandi right now. Find out what you enjoy and be an idiot. Sounds right to me. He's trying to win, I guess. So let's put the knight here. It's going to cause him some trouble. Yeah, so that blocks the f-pawn. Very, very happy about that. And then I actually really like the way the knight controls this square. So I can attack the queen, which pretty much traps it. He blocks with bishop, right? Because he pushed to take, and the knight's protecting its own bishop. That's pretty cool. So he blocks with bishop. Is that interesting? I mean, there is a free bishop over here. I'm pretty tempted to just take that. Let's take that, okay? Because the queen can now do a lot of things. Okay. Maybe this protecting. See, this square is problematic since my king can't go backwards. So, whoa! So, there's also this move. Yeah, that's probably good. This is probably great. Covering the square. That's what I need to do. Okay. The knight can also checkmate him, as you can see. So let's go checkmate him now. This is fun. I don't know if you guys have fun this way. Like maybe you have fun by sitting on a soft surface and watching things on a screen. That's one of the ways to have fun in life. But another way is this, and I actually kind of like it better. Whoa! I'm out of time. Oh man. Let's take that with queen. Maybe I should take this. I should. Oops, I shouldn't. I'll request a take back from Mitcha. I didn't notice knights can move backwards. That's my other blindness. There's bishops and then there's knights. If it weren't for those, I would be pretty good at chess. But those two things together. Oh, my queen. This knight is just duping me. It's duping me. You know the word? It's dupe right now. I'm pretty duped by this knight. He's going to decline that when he's like, enough free queens for you, man. I'm a 2100. So I don't have to do any of that garbage, that take back stuff. I don't have to do that. I'm way too good for that. Well, yeah, then I'll check you. You're going to regret ever being a person who played chess with me. That's right, Mitcha. That's how it's pronounced, actually. It's not Mitcha. He's just like Mitcha. He only has a queen. He's only ahead by a queen, so he's going to resign pretty soon. Okay, watch this. What am I doing? I'm gonna come. What is this? What is this show? Like, are there any other YouTube shows that are like this? I doubt it. Watch this. This is hilarious. He's gonna take my knight, and then I'm gonna check him right here. And he's like, "Oh, help!" That's what he's like. I hope he's like that. What if he's like, "I don't care"? Oh no. I wanted him to be like, "Help." Oh, I'm checkmated. Oh, look, I can't go backwards. That was terrible. That was like a sequence of bad things. Kind of like my life, huh? GG. Well, and now I have to play Mitcha because he's rated 650,000. So he's taken all my rating points. It's time to get some back. Even the Royal Maniac is watching. I don't know if you can see that. The preview is disabled. You can't see that, but underneath the typing area, it says Royal Maniac Spectator. That's pretty cool. Let's check the chat. Okay, everyone's saying that you're a great person. So that's good. Let's play whatever this chess variant is called. Let's play third rank king chess right now with Mitcha52. I can't stop because I just keep losing. And if there's anything better than playing chess, it's losing at chess or losing at third rank king chess, whatever that is. New plan. Just king up 2 squares, just sitting right in the middle. Like, why would you bother with this side stuff when you can just go straight up the middle? 1, 2, 3. We got a little flexibility here. 4. I want to play f4. I really want to play f4 right now because I like the king being behind the pawns. And I don't really like sitting right here blocking my bishop. So we're going to do it. No. Yes. We're playing f4. Guys, we're doing it, okay? It's just king in front of pawn is such a bad feeling for me, and I hate feeling bad. It's one of the worst things actually in the whole universe is feeling bad. A lot of the things you think are bad, they're only bad because you're feeling bad, and so they're really a secondary issue. It's the feeling bad that's at the root of the problem. So by playing f4, I've solved that and pretty much moved myself into a perfected state. I'm now in a perfect state. The state of not knowing that you're about to get checkmated. I kind of alternate between 2 states on this show. The first, and more common, is not knowing I'm about to get checkmated. And then the second, which occurs later, is discovering you've been checkmated. Those are my 2 states. Okay, he's using his pawns very well. I think I'm going to take this if he pushes. This guy's very good at fire chess. I thought he was just good at rabbit and bullet. And now look at that. Look at, he's better at fire than anything else, thanks to me. He's the highest rated over here in fire mode. That's all thanks to me. I donated some of my copious quantities here. Oh, wow, I got a lot of points. Like, I mean, if I ever run out of fire, I'll just use some of my others. So it's fine. Is that good? No, it's bad. So let's keep playing chess here. I kind of like the idea of sacrificing a piece for these pawns. Kind of like that. How stupid is this? Oh, man. This is not good. So I think by forcing this pawn away from here, this way, now the check's really good because I can't advance to block the check. So he's pretty smart. Oh, that way. I'm still going here because if I pull back, then queen d6. Oh, I just went from thinking I wasn't going to get checkmated, but actually was, to getting checkmated and knowing it. This is great. I've just the sequence that I've described. If I go this way, however, queen d6 and I can't block. So fortunately for me, I get checkmated in both routes, so I don't feel guilty. That's good. Guilt is one of those bad feelings that I can avoid with sufficiently bad chess moves. Huh. Yeah, so actually, this capture, I should have pushed instead. Actually, look how good that is. Look, that could push, and then if he goes this way, I could check him here. And then he goes this way, and he's right across from my bishop. That's great. I forgot about bishops, right? So if he goes this way, then he's really trapped. Since he can't use the back area, he's pretty much about to be problemed. So that was... Now I'm feeling guilty. I shouldn't have analyzed what I could have done better. I should have just said, que sera, which is Spanish for what will be, will be. I'm trying to push my F. Like, if you're looking at my eyes, like, what is he thinking about? He's thinking about how to move all these pawns forward so that he can go like this behind the pawns. Oh man, we're gonna go this way. It seems like the better of the two bad ways. Whoa, 17 viewers +1. Throw a party. Okay, here we go. It's party time. So this is a good move. ChessWhiz just came up with a great move. Some of the new viewers don't know what's going on here, so they can enjoy the show. The rest of us just have to agonize in pain about these openings. Oh, okay, you can read this to figure out what's going on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's already finished, and I'm 1, 2, 3. I have one more. So can he win my queen, I wonder? Like, could he just, like, I don't know, like this really fast while I'm busy moving here? Probably not, but you never know. Okay, so my king has arrived right here in a very idiotic fashion, so it's quite in line with the objectives of the show. I think taking this pawn is a fantastic move. If you don't, that's probably because you're smarter than I am. But I'll just persist in my idiocy. I think that's pretty nice. Persistence. I used to think that the way that I perceived the world was pretty much the way that the world was. Like, I knew sometimes I would see something that wasn't there. Like, I'd look out there and I'd be like, wow, there's a gigantic dinosaur out the window. And there wouldn't be. Like, I was aware that occasionally, some standard hallucinations would occur. But overall, I thought that my perceptions of the world were pretty much in line with reality. Like, I'm seeing things as they are. And now that I'm all grown up, I realize that is completely wrong. Like, the subjective reality, which is what I experience, is so different from objective reality, what's really going on in the world, that it just boggles the mind. I mean, look at me. See how boggled I am? It's because of how boggling that is. Let me give you an example of something that I've done subjectively recently, and by that I mean during my lifetime. I ate some cake. Okay, and so my experience of eating cake was something like this. I put the cake in my mouth and it tasted good, and then I ate it. And I'm like, oh man, this is not good. ChessWhiz, I need to take back ChessWhiz. I'm thinking about cake. How am I supposed to play good chess moves when I'm thinking about cake? No one can do that except the Cake Meister. So take back, and I'll blunder, that's his blunder, in a different way. Okay, yeah, okay, Z, he's going for that. Oh, and then he's playing the same move. So apparently when you take back, it only takes back half a move. Oh, it's my turn now. He declined it. Never mind. I'm in an alternate reality where I'm not believing true things. So he didn't want the take back, but maybe he'll go for it. He says, no, Mitcha, what kind of game is this? Do you think you can just show up and just beat ChessWhiz over and over? Well, you're right. Why didn't you checkmate me? You can totally do that. He's now preparing for a checkmate. Let's do this. Now he can't. Now I can go back where I was. Ha! Mitch, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay 0 units of currency because I am rocking this rockability zone right here. He says there was no checkmate. Good. I've ran him out of time typing that. I hope he runs out even more. I hope his mom runs out of time. Ha! That's how I feel right now. Oh, man. This is way too scary. Like, he can now take this. Oh, he's coming in this way, but look what he's just done to himself. Oh, wow. Let's just pin his queen to his king. I don't know. I guess I'll win his queen for free. How am I supposed to talk about cake? I'm telling you this great story about cake, but I can't even tell you because I'm busy winning queens. Oh, Mitcha is regretting ever playing chess with me, I bet. I bet he's wishing he wasn't born. He's like, man, if I hadn't been born, I wouldn't be in this chess game right now. Whew, that would be great. Oh, but unfortunately for him, he was born in exactly the manner he was born, which is a super unlikely manner if you consider all the other possible manners. It's like one of the less likely ones. You're not aware of how Mitchell was born, so you probably don't even believe me right now, but if you knew. Oh, I just beat this guy who wouldn't even give me a take back. Take that back. Take back, Mr. Take Back. Oh, yeah. Okay, so in this position, he's like, there was no checkmate. However, oh, I could take this pawn. I think there is a checkmate, even though it's not as I expected. So I take here. Then he plays b4. Then I could go in, because if I go out further, he could play rook b1. Then I go back again. Then he, 45 moves later, promotes this in this direction. Why doesn't the arrow even point to? There we go. There. And he promotes it into a bishop, which I can't see. And I don't notice that it's going to move diagonally and checkmate. See? Okay, so there was a checkmate. So I've played a lot of games with Mitcha. That's good. I want to give other people a chance to play and to talk by the way. So like Enrico Fermi, I'm pretty excited about what he has to say. Only if only that fish didn't walk up. A safe king, yes. So we're going to throw a challenge into the chat. Anyone who wants to play with ChessWhiz is your last chance probably, because I'm starting to realize that this might not be the best use of my time. Whatever I'm doing right here, which, whoops, I just left the game. Let's duplicate this tab too. If you right click on a tab and choose duplicate, you get the same browser history in the new tab. So you can just press back, 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 which is typically what I need to press because I went the wrong direction. And then you can be where you were and you can be where you are at the same time. That's pretty cool. Look at all these streamers. Like, which one's your favorite? Do you like Tihon Cherniavion's or like Fiona Stan Antoni? This one's pretty good. I've watched this one. Or Slaggy. Like, you've got choices here, but the Wiz is where it's at. This is where I'm at right now. I'm always at the same place. It's where I am. King's Crusher. He's been streaming for about 45 centuries. And now he's pretty good at chess thanks to all that practice. Oh, we don't have an opponent, do we? You always want to be careful extending yourself, you know? You'd be like, well, I could ask her out, but she might say no. So I guess I won't. There's actually good logic there because when she says no, then you're like, oh, I'm a horrible person. And that was the mistake I made here by offering you guys a game. Like, I paste this link into the chat. I'm like, I'm exposing myself to you, not literally because it's illegal, but I'm exposing myself to you by offering myself. Like, do you want to play chess with me? And then you have not clicked that link, which makes me feel the root of all problems here, bad. Right? It's one of the things you don't want, feeling bad. Okay, so we've got Mr. T saving the day. Are you ready for the chess variant? Okay, the reason I have to spell variant like this, variant, is because knight of 3 is so surprising. It doesn't even prepare any of his maniacal king moves. I'm going to put the king here. Here. It's so hard to decide. I'm going to put the king over here, and then I'm going to defend it with pawns, okay? This is going to be a quick fix for the king. Quick fix. Get out of the way. And then I'm going to checkmate him. Because meanwhile, he has to put his king somewhere. He can't put it this way. The knight is in the way. So here we go. I'm one move ahead of the guy. I've done this in 3 moves. So I've got 2 moves to go where I can do whatever I want. I could even go back. Oh, I didn't think of that. I bet you never thought of that. That's a pretty good opening. Oh. Okay, I'm getting forked, but I don't have to worry about that because he has to be stupid. Will he be stupid in this direction? It's a new stupid. This is why we watch the show, because even after 516 episodes, we haven't seen all the different kinds of stupid. So look at this. It's a new stupid. He went this way, though. So, okay. So there is like a fork where he wins my rook. Should I worry about that? Should I? Do should I? It's kind of sounded like I said douche, but I'm just saying do should I, which is like what a normal person would say. Do should I do that? Yeah, I should say that every episode. In fact, I should open the show with that. I should be like, welcome back to Do Should I? I'd watch that. I feel like I could just checkmate him, you know? Like, I don't need to worry about this rook. The kings are very exposed, as is difficult in this variant. I'm protecting this square so that I can move the... No, you should hear my heckling. I'm just going to lose the rook. I don't even want it because it's not involved in the checkmate. If you like... Oh, I'm dead. That was weird. Apparently, that's just check. Oh no, I shouldn't have resigned. I could move forward. Oh, except then this would be really brutal. It was a bishop. I didn't see the bishop. Um, yeah, that's checkmate, huh? I thought about Alekin all the time. That's amazing. He thought about Alekin the whole game. I should try that. He doesn't want to play now? So what he means is he thought about Alekin's defense, which is e4, knight f6. He thought about that. Who knows why? There's probably something wrong with his head. So he started with knight f3 because he was confused about what color he was. This happens very rarely, but it does happen. So he played knight f3, and then at the end of the game, he told me this. It's hard to explain the behavior of others. I think I'll stop doing that. LOL, apparently. Lots of love for Megaton Plaza. Those are tricky bishop diagonals. Thank you, smiley face. Good game, smiley face. So I need your help right now. I know you're watching live, so you might not be able to help me, or you're watching on YouTube and you really can't help me because I've already died. However, if you're live, you can help me by give me one more game because there's something called manhood, and I don't have my manhood right now. Mr. T took it away with this brutal pawn move that's gone from the screen because I can't manage my screens. So I need somebody to... Mappy Fisher wants to point out 20 people. Thank you, Mappy, for doing that. Because look at this. Lucas is going to save me. Okay, so guys, all 20 of you, we're playing this chess variant where your king has to be dumber than usual. You have to arrive way out here. Now, you think that's bad. You should see next episode. It's going to be 40 minutes ago. At this time, 40 minutes ago, next week. I didn't mean it's going to be 40 minutes ago because I'm not that crazy. I'm almost that crazy, but not quite that crazy. It's next week, 40 minutes ago. It's when we're going to stream again. So actually, you should just follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/ChessWhiz, and you can get an email that says, ChessWhiz is streaming live. That's the default. ChessWhiz is now live. Twitch has this default message that it will send to you. And a smart streamer will change that. What do I do? I'm just gonna go here. A smart streamer will be like, oh, I'm gonna change my notification to be something that's super compelling, like free cake. I didn't talk about the cake yet. Free cake if you watch the show. But I didn't change that because I didn't say I was a super smart streamer because I'm not, and I always tell the truth, especially about whether or not I'm a super smart streamer or not. Okay, so it just says ChessWhiz is going live. It still says that 7 years later. Yeah, I've been streaming a long time. I did take a bathroom break though, so I'm good to go. So back to the cake. The subjective experience. You like this move? I like this move. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has to advance his king next turn. I'm going to take advantage of that. Back to the cake. Back to the cake. So the subjective reality is I put the cake in my mouth and it tastes good, and then I eat it. But the objective reality is something like this, okay? So photons are bouncing off of this cake, and it's reflective. So it bounces off into my eye, and my eye sends a signal to my brain, and my brain is like, there's cake there, okay? So then I want some of that cake. So I use my fork to get some. I'm inserting the fork into the cake. But that's a very interesting experience because the fork is made of a very strong molecular bond. There's a nuclear force inside the fork that's causing the molecules to stay together. And so as they go into the cake molecules are not bound as tightly. And so the fork actually separates. It's like a cutting of the molecules, and it causes them to split apart. And then as I lift the fork, it causes a further tearing of the cake. Now all of this is going on, but I'm completely unaware of it because I'm just like, I'm about to eat cake right now. So I have no idea what's going on in reality about how the fork, because of the tight bond of the metal, and because it's not too hot, because if you heat up the fork to like 5,000 degrees, it will no longer lift cake. I tried that once. It just completely failed to lift the cake. So because it's a nice cold fork, it's able to lift the cake, and then it's like it gets to my mouth. So at that point, a part of the cake comes close to a part of my mouth which contains like a glucose sensor. It detects whether or not the thing in my mouth is sweet. And that is a very key moment because at that moment I'm like, I'm eating cake. It's like in my head, it's like, this is an eating motion and it's cake right now. But that is completely different from what's really going on. What's really going on is that material contains chemical energy. And that's of great importance to my body because I don't eat rocks. I don't know if you do, but I don't eat rocks. And the reason for that is that they don't contain enough chemical energy. You might say you don't eat rocks because they're hard to chew and they taste bad. Like that could be the reason you think you don't eat rocks, but that's not the reason you don't eat rocks at all. I'm assuming, by the way, that you don't eat rocks. The real reason you don't eat rocks is because they don't contain enough chemical energy to keep you alive. The molecules in the rock are very condensed. It's a very massive thing. And so when that's being digested by your stomach, it's not being digested at all. It just stays very rock-like. I don't know if you've ever had a rock in your stomach and been like, this is still a rock. Like it's been in here for hours and it's still a rock. But that's what would happen if you were to do that. And it would just like pass through your digestive system. It would be very rock-like the whole time. And the reason you don't eat rocks is because they just don't get digested. And that's because of the components, like the composition of the rock. So this is all not being considered when you're eating the cake. You're not like, this cake is not a rock. This is so fantastic how this isn't very rock-like. No, you're just like delicious cake, right? So completely unaware of the reality of the non-rock likeness of the cake. So you taste the cake, and why does the cake taste good? It's because it can be converted into energy by your body. If you consider all the things, oh man, he's like trying to do fancy stuff. All the things in the world that taste good, you're going to notice something in common. They can be converted to energy. And that's because that's the real key. This material contains what is going on, chemical energy. And that is, okay, but you're not aware of any of that. I'll send him an amazed face as well. You're only thinking the cake tastes good. You're completely unaware that actually the cake material contains chemical energy. And the reason for that is because of the sun. It was radiant energy. It was photons striking the earth and it struck some plant and it gave it some energy, right? And then some other thing ground it up and baked it or whatever. And it came from the sun. If it wasn't for the sun, the cake wouldn't be there. Like seriously. Like you probably didn't think about this when you're eating the cake. You're like, wow, thank you for the sun. I'm so glad that the sun baked this cake. You're not thinking about that at all. But if it weren't for the sun, there would be only rocks. There would be no cakes. Like seriously, there would be no cakes at all. And you're not aware. Like that's like the checkmate. Oh, burn. Take that, Lucas Jiff. Like, I just owned, like, if you don't know, we're just playing this chess variant where Lucas Jiff got checkmated in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the amazing thing. Like, it tells you how to do on your fifth move, and there were only 4 moves in the chess game. Man, oh, this is great. So you're like chewing the cake. Like these are all aspects of the cake. It's like you're chewing. And the reason you can chew the cake instead of the cake chewing you is that the molecular structure of your teeth is more tightly bound than the molecular structure of the cake. If it weren't true, then actually the cake would chew your teeth. Which I know that sounds strange to you. It's because you haven't even considered the reality of the universe, which is cake chews teeth all the time. But the fact is you've never had cake teeth eating a toothcake. You know what I mean? You've just never experienced that. So you just assume that that's the way cake teeth take eek and they out. But it's not the case. You're just unaware. So the objective reality, as I've somewhat attempted to describe to you, is much different from your experience. And I guess now that you know that, your life is the same as before, except hopefully you're a lot smarter. I don't have a lot of hope for that, but it's possible that now that you know all those things about cake, you're like, I am a cake genius. I used to be like this cake noob who didn't know anything, and now cakes call me on the phone to ask for advice. Like yesterday, there were two cakes that called at the same time. I could only answer one of the calls. That's how popular I am with cakes anyway. It was great. It was horrible. I hate cake. But anyway, here's my idea. Like I'm just gonna move my knight like an N shape because that's what knight stands for. N, right? Isn't that what N means? It's knight? Yeah. So I'll just do this, and then when it gets here, it'll be checkmate. Wait, this looks good. He's gonna try something tricky for me. I'll just go over here. Watch this. This is checkmate. Oh man, this is a good time to end the show because I've regained my manhood. That's a pretty good reason to end the show. Okay, so I don't mind about that move. I'm just gonna dance right over here, and then I'm gonna checkmate him. Cake. I have to end the show after this. I have to go eat some cake. I have to go allow some glucose to touch my taste buds so that the electrical signal can go to my brain, and I can have some hormone, whatever it's called. I don't actually know the objective reality. These are my own stabs, if you know what I mean. You don't know. Okay, it's called stabbing because you're stabbing at the cake, but it's also a stab. That's a good game, man. I'm just wrecking this guy over and over. Wow. This is a very weird chess variant, and I enjoyed it very much. I hope you enjoyed the show very much. Next episode, we're going to play something even crazier than this. In next episode, the king has to advance anytime it can diagonally. So if you could believe it, like you play 1d4, and then your next 5 moves, you have to move your king like this. And then it can't advance anymore because the only diagonal is into check. So once you get here, you're like, whew, that was good. Ready for chess. And then he's like, checkmate. So you're like, okay, I want to play again this time. I'm not going to play d4, right? I'm going to play e4. So you play e4, and then he comes along with his queen, and he's like, yeah. And then you're like, oh no, I have to take that. You're like, oh no, I have to get so next episode, that's the one you want to watch. Twitch.tv/ChessWhiz or on YouTube at whatever it is on youtube.com/whatever, because that'd be fun too. And if you enjoyed the show, you can also support patreon.com/ChessWhiz. If you do that, I will smile and I'll probably eat some cake. So that'd be pretty good too. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.